okay.
And here's how it happened.
But firstly, a quick introduction. My name's Charles, I'm an aspiring actor and Twitch streamer, and in this video I'm going to tell you how I got selected for a web series in India. And before we start, I do need to mention that for the most part, these things don't necessarily randomly happen. So of course there is an element of sort of being in the right place at the right time. But in order to make foot in this industry, you need to make yourself, readily available, known to casting agents. You need to be doing auditions basically all the time. You need to be reviewing your auditions that you film yourself as well, and just generally kind of be in the know about these things. But here's my story, how I got into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So the scene that you guys just saw was shot in the Trimurti studio in northern Mumbai in a place called Dahisar East. And I just want to mention that everything was a disaster for me before the shoot. Like, absolute disaster. Like, you don't understand, every single thing went wrong. For example, I was staying in an Airbnb instead of a hotel. Bruh. Decided to save some money. And essentially what had happened was the entire roof had collapsed. And because there was a lot of water leakage as well. So I ended up getting a bit ill from that. And then I had to move to another hotel. And then by the time the shoot casting had actually come in that I got selected, that same morning, I needed to move to another hotel after that. So I was working on, I think, maximum 45 minutes of sleep. Also, I needed to be at the shoot location at 7 a.m. and there was no way I was going to be able to move hotel, pack everything, get there, and still have some sleep afterwards. So I think 45 minutes is what I managed to do, but I think realistically I kind of laid in bed for about 15 minutes and then I just had to go after that. And of course, as you can see, I'm speaking Hindi in the clip. And my Hindi at the time was, let's say it was trying at best. Like, I couldn't even really form kind of basic sentences, to be honest with you. So I was pretty much thrown in the deep end, and my nerves were definitely getting to me at the time. So the best thing I did was just not think about it and just keep on going. And so they handed me the script, and I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, I think this wasn't quite what I was expecting. So it depends on the shoot that you get. A lot of shoots are kind of sort of English and Hindi put together. Some are completely in English. But this one was just deep, dark Hindi, Bollywood. That's what it was. And so I turned up, and I turned up there. They put the British officer suit on me, and they were like, "Do you speak Hindi?" And I was like, "Thoda, Sanjay ha bolo ne." That basically means I can understand, but I can't speak it. And then as soon as I'd said that, there was a lot of people looking around saying, okay, this might be a bit of a challenge. And I was like sort of sitting there being like, oh yeah, no, it's fine, I can do it. And they were kind of looking around, but it seemed like they were happy with me. So once the fitting was done, the cast sat down together as a group, and we basically went through the lines one by one whilst looking at the script. And of course, everyone else was basically saying it and not really reading, semi-reading from the script, but I was religiously reading it. And of course, because I hadn't really done much of the language, my sort of pronunciations are coming in as well. And I can definitely tell I was thrown in the deep end at that time, which was scary. And so once we'd done that, and then, so essentially they'd done all the first scenes. And of course, because I was one of the few Western people who were in that series, to be fair, they were very nice to me as well. They were very, very patient. And then as the day progressed, of course, things did get a bit better. So first of all, we did a kind of master shoot, which is kind of the entire, I think picture it as kind of the entire picture. So like the entire frame. And then towards the end of the day, we did the individual shoots, and that's where you see me close up, Atal close up, a few of the other actors close up as well. And then they kind of put that all together. So once they have the main scene, then I say something zoomed into me, then the little boy says something zoomed into him, and then all the other actors, they say something zoomed into them as well. So that's kind of how the day went. And it's fair to say, when I was sitting in that carriage, it was so hot. So you know, India's a hot country, and you know, this was what, August time, so it was quite sticky to say the least. And I had that jacket on, so I was absolutely dying. I still remember how bad it was. And on top of that, for those of you who've done acting shoots before, you have to redo it again and 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 again. And I'm surprised I hadn't passed out by that time, seriously. So we got that done. I come in, and then we essentially kind of came together. And then as the camera's panning in, there's a lot of standing still for everyone because they have to get this sort of pan in angle as well. I didn't go to acting school to this level. This is just literally what I learned on the day. And so we essentially did that. And then as those were being done, that took hours. It was a lot of just standing around like, yes, me looking angry. And so yeah, we did that, and then once the whole thing was collected, I think we kind of started. So we started around sort of I guess we started around kind of 1 p.m. and we finished at about 7. So I mean, it wasn't a long shoot, but they had way more to do afterwards. I was finished. I was done. My scene was literally to come in as the British officer, go there, see the stall, get angry, and then go. That's basically all I had to do, and that took 7 hours. So they had much more to do in the evening. So I was happy to get that uniform off, but it was an absolutely amazing experience. I really, I'd be honored to do something like that again. So yeah, casting directors, let me know. You've seen my scene now. Let me know if you can give me some more work. And so I sat to have dinner after I got back to the hotel, so I didn't even have time to basically rest. So I had to go back, get changed, and then go out again. But it was absolutely amazing. I hope you guys really enjoyed my story of how I got a little Bollywood shoot. Let me know if you guys want to see these more kinds of videos as well. There'll be more stuff about that coming on the way. And also subscribe to my Twitch. I stream on YouTube as well, so most evenings. And of course, if you guys want to play with me or any recommendations of games you want to play, please let me know. Cheers. Peace out.